Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the cards for the 28th of March 2017. What a 24 hours this has been. This has been honestly such a crazy 24 hours. Thank you so much for all of the messages that I've got, all of the emails, like people reaching out and offering guidance, and stuff like that. Absolutely, it's blown me away. I have managed to converse a little bit with the guy that I mentioned as well, and he's back. There's there's that little spark back, so that's all I'm happy about. He's been on my mind a lot. I've been sending a lot of healing, and it's it's funny when you get right. Okay, I'm going right off on a tangent here, so please just bear with me. When you get special people that make a difference, which most of you know now, the guy I was talking about in the video yesterday was Tyler from Tyler's Tarot. Amazing tarot reader, amazing guy, such a warm energy, and there's there's a truth that you don't see a lot in this day and age, and massively admire him and his gift. He's incredible. Um, and when you get people like him that are here to make a difference, I said the other day that one of my mantras was to every day was to laugh, to love, and to make a difference. That is what my aim is within life, and he is somebody that truly does that without trying. It's just he does it. I spoke when he first started, and there used to be a lot every time that I conversed. When he was doing the live readings, he always just made me smile. It just came up. But what I'm wanting to say is, when you have somebody that's special like that, that is put here for a special reason, um, even in their darkest times, they can help people. Now, what has happened is because of that yesterday, there is other readers, Angelic Karma as well. She put a fantastic post out. If you haven't seen it, just basically talking. She's got balls, that girl, and it's fantastic reader, and she has balls. And I really think that Tyler has given a lot of us tarot readers a huge lesson, and he's finally given us the balls to be able to say, no, we are putting these boundaries up, and we are taking no more shit. So even though he wasn't wanting to do that, I feel he's helped massively. I know that he has with me. I've actually given somebody a refund today just because I couldn't be bothered with. I was getting questioned a lot on my work, and it's I do my work. If I'm not ready to do a reading, I won't do it. Um, and there's real, it's like this inner fire has come out. But bizarrely enough, we also have the Aries moon as well, which I completely skipped my mind yesterday. And Aries, as you know, Aries are ballsy. They say it like it is, and they will take no shit neither. So it's, I think, the mixture of the moon, and also, like I say, seeing somebody who, although you don't know them, but it's somebody who you feel that connection with because you watch them in the same way a lot of you feel this connection with me. And I do with you when I'm answering your messages. We don't know each other properly, but there's a connection there. And to see somebody in that much distress really upset me. At school, I used to get into trouble quite a lot, but I was never a fighter or anything like that. I was never nasty. But the only time I got into trouble for stuff like that was when I would see people being bullied, and bullying is something that I will not tolerate. I don't like it. I feel it comes from a weakness within another person. And when you have somebody with a good heart who is doing a good job and only actually wants to do good for other people, when you see them getting bullied in that way, it is not cool. So, like I say, I just want to say, thank you to Tyler for the huge lesson he gave me, and made me find my backbone and actually, say no, I'm not doing that. So even in his darkest time, he's a special person, and he's still giving lessons even then. So it's like, much respect, Tyler, if you're watching, and that comes from the heart. I'm getting a little bit emotional there, but it's was so nice. The videos tonight, there was that glint back in your eye again, and that's it. Always keep that. So, right, okay, the gods, you see these, you know what it is? The moon, every time the moon comes out, I am massively affected by the moon in some way, Crazy, honestly, the energies at the moment are really, really bizarre. But the cards from yesterday are so much different as well. So I'm like, I don't know. I think I've got a bit euphoria going on, because it's like, yay, that's over what I was feeling. So the cards that I have today. So sorry. Yeah, thank you to everybody that sent me messages. Thank you so much. I will get back to you all if I haven't already. But thank you. It from the bottom of my heart. It means so much. Okay. So, the card that I picked today is the Fool. And this is it. It's like, the Fool dances to the beat of his own drum. This is about starting again, a new beginning. I mean, we have the Aries moon, and this sort of is a brand new cycle. It's the beginning of the astrological year as well. And this card is saying that this is like a carefree time when you are no longer governed by fear or restrictions. Okay, so you couldn't write it, could you? And this is saying by taking that leap of faith, by listening to your intuition, by doing what you feel is right, what you're guided to, then all will be well here, because this is talking that and saying that there's so many opportunities now awaiting, and this person on here, it looks like they're carefree, they're dancing with life, they haven't got a care in the world. And this is it, it's like I say, when within spirituality, I always preach this is about freedom and being free. And I really feel that was one of the things yesterday. Like I say, I love my work, what I do, and I've worked hard to be in a position where I can do the work that I want to do, be free within my work. And I was feeling very restricted and feeling very caged in. And like I say, this isn't just me, this is other readers. And this is why it made me question, is this worth it, And yes, it is worth it. It is, so don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. But this is talking about new opportunities, and this is talking about opportunities just waiting for you to grasp it. And I keep getting here, head to the sea. Head to the sea. I don't know why this is. I know I go to the sea because the sea always makes me happy, and I feel free there. But this is, for some reason, it's like, I don't know, there's something about water here. I don't know if this is crossing water or what, but this is like, I'm getting here, it's like anxiety going, worry going, like basically not giving a damn, because, you've still got to care, but just throwing any restrictions, any burdens that were there, throwing them like off your back, standing up straight. And, the Fool doesn't really take much baggage with him neither, he sets off on his journey. And I really feel the Fool, when we come the Fool, we've had a karmic lesson, and it's came to the end with the world. So it's came to a conclusion. So this is actually starting again. I've mentioned the Fool's journey before. And when the Fool sets off, it's like, right, okay, he's learned the lessons from that time. So now this is a time for him to actually implement them into his life and not make the same mistakes again. So this is talking about an adventure, having an adventure, feeling like, right, what is it I'm going to do? I have some friends with me at the moment, and the synchronicity is unbelievable. It is so unbelievable. Now, this is since the ceremony last week, and there's so many arrows guiding me to this one particular place. And I'm teaching one of my friends tarot as well, and she was on the phone tonight, and I said, pull a couple of cards for me, and she pulled them, and it was exactly, exactly again this synchronicity. So I'm being led on this adventure. I can't just do it yet, but I will do, and I will keep you informed if I do it. But I will still be doing the reading, so don't worry. But this is saying, no matter how crazy this adventure seems, no matter how crazy in your head, or how many people say that you're foolish for doing this, this is what you need to do. It's Oh, there's such an excitement. There's such a wonderful, wonderful feeling coming with this. And this is saying it's like, you really need to believe now, believe that anything is possible, and have faith in where the universe is taking you. Because I feel within anything, there is a gift. And I've said this before, and I do feel, even though, the energies the last couple of days hasn't been that good, I know I've received a massive gift from that. And I know I've received that, you know, as a knock-on effect, but there is a huge gift in this. And this is saying, like, it's sort of like you can move mountains at the moment, and it's like you can have miracles. It's like, like rip up the shreds that were there, shredded, like shred the past, sort of thing. It's in here, and it's look to the heavens for your inspiration. They're saying this is it, this is where you are, this is where you are being guided. Now, I say all of the time that a miracle is when we change our perception from fear to love. And when we are in this space of anxiety and worry, that is because we're coming from a fear base. So this card is saying, like, don't worry about what might go wrong, worry about what might go right as well, and think how amazing your life can be if you take that leap of faith. If you don't take that leap of faith, you will never know, and you would always be sitting wondering. It was lovely to see so many people today who were saying that when it came up to see that they were being restricted, how many people wanted to fight for their freedom and they wanted to break free as well, so it's lovely. And that really, really makes my heart sing, when I know these people are going after what they want in life, and what they deserve. So this is really like, it's believe, it's sort of start again, rip it up and start again. This is what I'm getting. So if you had a plan that hasn't gone to plan, rip it up, make another plan. Because if that hasn't gone to plan, then there's something more for you. Like I say, every rejection is just, it's a cosmic redirection, it's pointing you in another way. And the way here is adventure. And it's like, it's such a wonderful, wonderful card here. And it's sort of, the tides, what are they talking about? The tides. Yeah, like the tides will wash stuff away, but it will also bring stuff into you, I think. So I don't know what the link is with the beach here, but there's definitely a link with the beach. So I absolutely love that card. It's great. And especially after yesterday was talking about feeling restricted. But I feel that when things, I've said this before, when things are comfortable and when things are okay, this is when we tend to put up with stuff that it's okay, we can put off. It might irritate us, it might frustrate us a bit, but we don't do anything about it. When things get really bad, and when we feel this caged in, and when we feel this, I've got to get out, this is when we take action, which has been done today. So it's like I say, it's quite empowering as well. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm not taking any shit. So that is a wonderful way to be. So this card that's come out of the Osho deck, I absolutely love it. I always love this card. For some reason, it reminds me of the Empress, even though it's not the Empress. But for some reason, it reminds me of that. And this card is Sharon, and this card is talking about, like, becoming unstuck. So where you thought you were stuck, or where you thought you were in quicksand, they're saying there, like where you thought you were sinking. Now this is like suddenly like levitating, and being able to come away from whatever was sucking you under, and whatever was pulling you under. And if we have a look at this woman in this card, she's got all of her riches here. She's got a heart, she's got a knowledge, she's got a light here, and she feels that she has everything, she has everything that she needs. And she is so blessed and feeling so blessed that she is prepared to share this with others. So she's prepared to share whatever she has. Now, there's sunflowers there as well. And there's a friend of mine who always buys me sunflowers. She says they remind her of me. But the sunflowers, this is, I mean, if you think, look at these sunflowers, they grow tall, they stand tall, and they're beautiful and they're happy flowers, you know. And this is what it's talking about. It's like, this is your time to grow and to shine and to let your light out as well. And when you give, this is when you gain. And it's like, this person in this card, she knows that. This is sort of like the Queen of Wands, and and she's creative, and she has this lovely aura, and she's fun and she's spontaneous, like the Fool. So if you put the Fool and this card together, you're gonna have an absolutely amazing adventure, and it's going to be fun, and it's going to be heartfelt, and it's going to probably take you to places that you'd never been to. It's absolutely wonderful. And this is saying, that there's an opportunity coming, and I feel this opportunity is to share what you've got as well, and it's like, share your love, share your knowledge, share your expertise, share your laughter, and share your joy as well. Because when we share with people, this makes us feel more full, when we are giving something away. What I want to say here as well, that is just coming in there, because they say with this, that when you can enjoy sharing without sort of possessiveness or without attachment, then that is the only true way to share. If you are sharing something with somebody, or you give somebody something, because you will then expect something in return, that is not true sharing. That is not coming from the heart. When you give, you don't expect anything. You don't expect anything back, and this is what this card is saying. It's not about giving to get back. When you give somebody, when you give from the bottom of your heart, you feel that anyway within you. So you have got your reward for doing that. So you do not then owe somebody something. When you owe somebody, there's a resentment comes in. It's like, it's not give and take. It's not balanced here, So like I say, with this, when you give, make sure you are giving for the right reason. If you want, then don't give at all, because when you give empty, or give for your own personal gain, not your spiritual gain, for your own personal gain, there's an emptiness. It leaves a bitter taste in your mouth, So what this card is saying is, if there are people around that are doing this, really question, do you really want them around, because if you're always feeling held to ransom to somebody, then that is not good, and you cannot be yourself around them, So this is what this card is saying, is like, I'm just getting there. It's like, yeah, there's a girl with flowers in her, love in her heart and flowers in her hair. That's Led Zeppelin, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, she's got the flowers in her hair there, and the love in her heart, and she's wanting to give it away. And this is saying, like, at this time, keep your head and your heart open to possibilities. Now, this is strange, because when I'm looking at these two, it's sort of like they're so coinciding with each other. Now, wow, look the way they are there. It's like this one's sort of stepping in the water to come to this one, and this one's actually standing there, with all of their riches and everything, waiting to greet them when they come. Isn't that bizarre? I would never have put them two together as a couple, but there you go. Absolutely, absolutely perfect, And this is saying, like, well, that's, yeah, so I think there might be a little bit of I don't know, a little bit of a heart flutter. The Fool has an open heart. The Queen of Fire has an open heart. There's a sharing going on here. Right, okay. That is strange. If they bring me anything more about that, I will let you know. I love, right, okay, I've just got there, coming together, right, okay, this is really bizarre. So, like I say, look out for that. There could be somebody coming into your life here, And if they are, do not knock them back, because there is such a wonderful, wonderful energy energy here with this. This is, listen, they're saying, listen to what you are being told. Listen with your ears. Yeah, listen with your ears. Be all ears, because there's, I don't know, I feel that there could be messages here coming through, sort of coming from spirit. And there's a real lovely flow around this as well. This card, there's a lot of personal power here, there's a lot of emotion as well, and there's a lot of security. We've got the reds here. So it's like, if you are not coming together with another person, this is like everything is coming together, and everything that is being sort of preordained by those upstairs is like, I don't know, it's starting to find its way. So it's saying that this is like a card of abundance in some way, and allowing it to overflow here. And I think it was John Lennon, wasn't it, that said happiness is only real when it's shared. And was it John Lennon, and then was it in Into the Wild film? I can't remember. It was one of them. It's late. I'm doing these videos on a nighttime just before I go to bed now, so that the people in Australia can get them on a morning. And it's like I say, I'm not as, I'm switched on. I'm just, I can't remember whether it was John Lennon or Into the Wild. So yeah, so this is a beautiful, beautiful card. And what Osho says about this card is, as you move above to the fourth center, that is the heart, your whole life becomes a sharing of love. The third center has created the abundance of love. By reaching to the third center in meditation, you have become so overflown with love, with compassion, and you want to share it. It happens at our fourth center, the heart. That's why, even in the ordinary world, people think love comes from the heart. For them, it's just hearsay. The normal people, it's just hearsay. They've heard it, but they don't know it, because they have never reached their heart. So this is what I'm saying about the giving. When you give from your heart, that is true. When you give from somewhere else, that is not true. And what he's saying here is that our heart chakra is our middle chakra. We have 3 above and 3 below. So this is sort of the center of us. So when we are given from the center of us, we are getting the energy from from all of the chakras, and this is when we're bringing them into alignment. And this is what happens when we come from a place of love, and when we come from a place of love, there are no rules, there are no conditions, there are no, like I say, there's no ransom to pay, there's no price to pay. You just do it because that is what feels right, and that is how you're meant to. And then what happens as well is the fear disappears, because you cannot come from a place of love and be scared. Fear and love cannot sort of exist together. That's the ego and the soul, and they don't work together. But when we have the Fool and the sharing, they do work together. They work amazingly. It's like, look, he can't wait to sort of step in that ocean and sort of swim to her. It's like, yay, and she's there waiting with pomegranates and grapes. Now, pomegranates are all about sowing seeds, sowing seeds that will spread as well. A very fertile time. This is, like I say, this reminds me of the Empress a lot, and this is the Empress is always associated with, right, okay, I can't believe this. Sorry, I've just got a thing there. The Empress is always associated with pomegranate, I was going to say. The synchronicity that I have been getting, that I just mentioned earlier, is about Grenada in Spain. And Grenada actually means pomegranate. Right, okay. There you go. So, right, okay. And I would be crossing the water. So there you go. Beautiful, beautiful cards. And then what we have with the Colette Ballerin Reed card, and I'm so feeling this. I don't know if it's the moon or what, or that I'm just happy that things are all like nice now. But it's like, yeah, I think, you know what, it's like, with these cards, I'm getting here that it's like it doesn't get much better than this. It's like, I don't know, it's just there's a real, when you just right, okay, and breathe. And then we have this card, which is peace, This is what we're all really searching for. Peace and love. I'm selling my house because, like I say, I'm relocating. I don't know where I'm going. I think I may probably end up in Spain. But I had my whole wall graffitied outside, and it said "love and peace," and it was all flowers and everything. And I was so sad when I had to paint it over. But it actually made me realize that this is it. I'm detaching from my house now. As soon as it sells, then I'm going on my adventure. And I do have another viewing this week, so please, fingers crossed for me, then the adventure can begin. But what this is saying here is that when you have a quiet mind, when your heart is fulfilled, when you have the freedom that you want, this is when you have soul satisfaction. This is when your soul is happy because this is all your soul wants for you. And honestly, I'm really getting emotional with this. This is bizarre. And it's saying here that, once we, I don't know, there's sort of an acceptance, comes when we are at peace, then it's things are the way that we want them to be, and it's like you have this harmony, and it's so beautiful, and it's like it's telling you to enjoy it now. With this, it's like there's a purity, okay, and I'm looking at this, and it's like, is that egg about to hatch? There's a new life. In new life, this is what I'm getting. But this is so weird, right? Because, well, it's not weird because it's tarot, and tarot isn't weird, and this is how tarot works. But if we have a look at the Fool there, okay? I was actually looking, and I was thinking, what is that he's holding in his hand? It looks like some sort of branch. And I was asking Spirit, and I wasn't getting any symbolism about it. They weren't telling me what that was, so I never mentioned it. But look at that. The bird there, the dove. Now the dove is the bird of love, and it's the bird of peace. We have love doves, don't we? And that bird looks like it is actually carrying the same thing as the Fool. So we've got the love, we've got the peace, we've got the sharing, we've got the new beginning, we've got the fertility and something hatching. We also have the white feather there, right? Okay, when I'm looking at this, we have the white feather, which this is angelic guidance, divine guidance as well, Wow, there's a lushness coming with this. There's a fertility. There's something growing. It's like there's a real newness I feel here, and it's sort of like, I don't know if that bird's swimming. There's something about messages. I don't know what this is that they're telling me about messages, but what's the dove? I don't know. But this dove it's wings. This is freedom here, and it's like within peace, when you get it, it's like I feel that the two of these, there seems to be like a true alignment here, and this is where like the harmony is coming in, and it's like being perfectly tuned. So there's a piece coming, and it's both given equally, and this will restore peace. Yeah, there's, what beautiful cards I'm getting there. So I really feel that it's like we're starting in sort of, we're nearly starting in April Fool's Day, right? Okay, so tell me, we're nearly into April, and then we've got April Fool's Day. So I don't know if something is April the 1st is going to be significant in some way. April the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd. Right, so that's just next week, isn't it? Right, so look out for that. I want to say here, anything is possible. It's like, with these, it's sort of, there's such a magical quality coming through with these three cards. And it's almost like I can hear Spirit not laughing, but like smiling as if like, yeah, you think we didn't have it all together. You didn't think we didn't have this all planned. So whatever you are presented with today, and into the beginning of next week, like I say, keep your ears open again. Keep your ears open, keep your eyes open. Give from the heart. And get ready for an adventure, because I really, really feel it's coming. There may be some of you crossing water here. There may be some of you crossing water, but you will get a warm welcome wherever you are. Or bridge over troubled water. I don't even know what the words are. When you're down and weary and you need... I always sing the wrong words to songs anyway. But anyway, bridge over troubled water, or this is going to bridge the gap. There's... Right, okay, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to end there because they're really sort of fading out a bit, and I don't know why they're putting that in. But anyway, an absolutely wonderful, wonderful feeling coming with them cards today. Please let me know if this is resonating with any of you, because I just... you know what I really feel with this, and this is what's getting me frustrated. I feel like I know there's a bigger message in these, but I feel like I'm not getting it. This is what happens when I read for myself. I get the, I can't read for myself, but yeah, this is what I'm seeing. It's like I'm sort of... there's something staring me in the face, and I'm not seeing it. So I'm sorry. I hope this is making sense to you. But it's like, yeah, there's a beautiful, beautiful feeling coming through with them. So I hope you like them. Right, okay, I'm going to stop now because I'm just rabbiting. Okay, so if anybody would like a reading with me, please get in touch. They are booking up very, very quick, So I am taking bookings for next week and that now. I do emergency readings, which they're not... it doesn't have to be an emergency, but what an emergency reading means is I can do them same day, and I do keep a couple of spaces back for them every day as well. The email readings are currently just over a week, so if you're waiting on an email reading, don't worry, I haven't forgotten it. I'm just trying to find the time to do them, and I do have to do the monthlies as well this week, so there's a lot to do. But don't worry, I'm not letting it get really, really out of hand. So please, if you want a reading, please book in. Like I say, thank you. Please keep your messages. Please like and share these videos as well if you like them, and subscribe if you haven't already. For those that have sent donations, thank you so much. And anybody that wants to donate, there is a link below. It's not necessary, but it is massively appreciated, when you do that. And I just want to say thank you. There's I think sometimes you need to see the dark side a little bit to realize how much good there is out there. And like I say, the haters are going to hate, but the lovers are always going to love. That's the way I see it. And thank you so much for the love that's been directed my way over this last 24 hours, and also over to Tyler as well, because that is what's needed, and it does make a hell of a difference. Okay, so thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I'm going to go now because I'm getting emotional again. I feel like it's an Oscar speech or something. So sorry about that, but sat now.